Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of On Deck here on FTSN. I'm Russ Morgan. Hope everybody's having a great night. Off day for baseball. We had the Midsummer's Classic the other day, home run derby the other day, which is always fun to watch. Jordan Walker from the Cardinals won that. AL took the All-Star game the other day, 4-0. Cody Bellinger won the MVP. Really surprising how boring the All-Star game was. Cody Bellinger, one hit, wins the MVP. But it shows how good the pitching was from the AL side. But excited today. You know, we had the MLB Draft, which was, in my opinion, terrible marketing on. If you're watching, you want to just terrible marketing on the MLB side, doing it in the middle of the season. They could have done it at the All-Star break. I mean, could have done this Sunday night, could have done it Monday where nothing was going on. Definitely did it on Saturday at 1 p.m. Really bad job on MLB's part. But, exciting stuff and pretty stoked for this episode because we got this beautiful layout that was done by my producer, Bobby Finstock. Did an unbelievable job putting in the work for this. So pretty excited. Got some home run selections, some boom bust guys, some top rated class. We got a power ranking. So I was, pretty pumped that we got this pretty solid layout. Always want to thank my guy Bobby in the back for putting in the extra work for helping me out getting this. But pretty excited we got this. But I love the MLB Draft. I mean, mainly because I do love college baseball, and I think we did have some exciting prospects. I did, if you did see, got some great high school players. That will take a little longer, but we do have some really big college players. I think that they can, really impact some races in the not this year, but next year. I mean, top 10 picks. You have Rock Chalowski from UCLA. You have Grady Emerson going to the Rays from high school. Von Lackey, Jackson Florio, Derek Curiel, Zion Rose, Eric Booth Jr., Drew Burries, Adrian Gracia, Tyler Bell. I didn't put Tyler Bell on there. I think that was a home run pick too. But, I mean, my top 10, I did go with – I did go a little differently. I did have heavily more. As me as a guy who used to scout a talent evaluator, on the high school age, I do lean more to the college prospects just because it's a lot harder for these scouts to. It's a lot of more projection for these scouts. Now we do. I got Jackson Floria. Went 4th overall to the Giants. I think, he's a mid-rotation guy who's definitely got some, number 2 starter potential. I think he can move quicker too, like we've seen in the past. I think Drew Burries with the Athletics, probably one of the safest picks. Guy coming out of Georgia Tech, combination of power at the plate, discipline, could help him move quick through the minors. And if you're looking, I don't think the A's, they've have shied away from moving up quick. You got the Marlins, Jacob Lombard, who I'm going to talk about a lot. Brother, father played the minors, brother knocking at the door with the Yankees in the minors, George Lombard Jr. You got Jacob Lombard staying in Miami. I think he got his high school Gulliver Prep. Don't know where that exactly is. If anybody's from the Miami area, how close that is, I don't know the exact. But, staying home with the Marlins, definitely going to talk about him some more. Rock Chalowski going 1 overall. To the White Sox, you land the top college player in Rock Chalowski, polished two-way shortstop. Could be a potential cornerstone. Von Lackey, I think, is a slam dunk pick for the Twins, and they definitely have a loaded catching system. Gio Douglas, definitely a boom bust guys. Same thing. I didn't put him there. Justin LeBron, who could have easily been the number 1 overall pick if he was there last year with the Reds. Eric Booth, same thing. Cam Fluharkey, I think he's right up there with Floria. Also, I mean, it's pained me to say, but I will give my flowers to the Red Sox first couple rounds the last 2 years. They hit it out of the park, and this is the one guy I love in the draft. That's UNC center fielder Owen Hall. But going on my top 10, I mean, right off the bat, number 1, Jackson Floria from UCSB. This guy's got high upside. Number 2, if his command, secondary, and good secondary stuff. He's got, I mean, number 2 pitcher, elite fastball, premium velocity, and strong analytic characteristics. He's got swing and miss arsenal capable of generating strikeouts, added with a quality changeup, making him less dependent on the fastball slider combo. He's a durable starter with the ability to maintain velocity in the games. Areas he needs to improve on, command within the strike zone can still improve, needs to be more consistent executing of his breaking balls from outing to outing, and his delivery has some effort, which scouts monitor for long-term consistency. But he did have a great, dominant college season, 106 ERA, 136 strikeouts in 102 innings, named College Baseball's Foundation National Pitcher of the Year, and became one of the top-ranked pitching prospects in the draft, and obviously went first. Now, I've said on multiple shows, I don't like comparisons, but my one issue with being in the scouting world is comparisons is when we compare these guys to Hall of Famers. I think statistically, his comparison would be like Hunter Green in terms of pitching, premium velocity, strikeout ability. But he does profile with deep starter arsenal, commands continues to develop. Future outlook for Flora. Giants select him in the first round because of the combination of size, velocity, and improving secondary pitch. If his command takes another step forward, he has the tools to become an impact major leaguer in the next few seasons. Number 2 for me was Drew Burries. And this guy, I mean, he's not very big, 5'9", 185, but an everyday center fielder, above average, could be an above average corner outfielder who has value, can drive, has an advanced approach to the plate, advanced bat, power that outplays his size, and all-around tools. 5'9", 185. Despite being undersized for a power hitter, he generates excellent bat speed and consistently produces hard contact. Elite offensive production, 3 outstanding seasons at Georgia Tech, finished with a .357 average, 60 home runs, and becoming the program all-time home run leader for a guy his size. Great plate discipline, walks at high rates, and rarely strikes out, and bat speed, quick hands allows him to turn on premium velocity, and good speed and instincts. Areas he can improve, tends to get aggressive sometimes, can get aggressive with the swings, especially against quality breaking balls. Evaluators want to see him get approved in secondary pitches. Player comp, Drew Gilbert, because of his right-handed swing, competitive style, and power despite average size, and has the ability to play center field. Ceiling, best case, all-star, everyday center fielder, 25 to 30 home runs. I think he's an average center fielder. I think he can move quick through the system, especially in the athletic system. I think he's going to have the ability to grow as a player. I think he can move quick. Now, number 3 for me is a high upside player. I I don't know if he's the number 3 player in this draft, but I think he's the number 3 player that the Marlins kind of got to steal. This guy was projected as a top 7, top 5 pick, fell all the way to 14 to the Marlins. I mean, if you look at MLB Draft Tracker, he was ranked the number 5th player in the draft, fell all the way to 14. That's Jacob Lombard. I mean, overall projection for him is a high upside, everyday shortstop with all-star potential. Lombard is one of the most toolsy players in the 2026 class, but has long-term value, hinges on how much he improves his contact skills. I mean, 6'3", 195, he's going to put on some weight. I mean, he's got solid hit tool, 50 to 55 hit tool, advanced approach. But he's got to reduce his swing and miss. Raw power, strengths, premium athlete, moves very well for a 6'3" shortstop, and has quickness to stay at the position. Power speed combination, one of the rare prep infielders with legitimate 20-plus home run, 20 stolen base. Defensive instincts, clean footwork, good first step, and a high baseball IQ. And he's got baseball pedigree. Son of former major leaguer George Lombard Seager and younger brother of Yankees prospect George Lombard Jr. Areas I'm going to talk about areas he needs to improve because I got him. His ceiling for him is all-star capable of hitting 270, 280 with 25 to 30 home runs, 20-plus steals, above average defense. His outcome, he's probably an everyday shortstop. So I think the Marlins got to steal, and they've shown they can develop this talent. Stylistically, compared to Carlos Correa in terms of size and two-way profile, though Lombard is faster runner at the same stage. Another reasonable comparison is Dansby Swanson. Summary for Lombard: has one of the highest ceilings in the 2026 class. His bat-to-ball skills improve enough to handle the position pitching consistently. I think this was a great pick. You just got to – I know it's – the Marlins have taken a lot of shortstops, but I think this is one you got to go with. Rock Chalowski, the number 1 overall pick. I think this guy's moving this through the system quick. Impact everyday shortstop, all-star potential. Is viewed as one of the most polished college shortstop prospects in this year's draft because of his combination of hitting ability, defensive value, and baseball IQ. I mean, 6'2", 202, athletic, well-proportioned frame with strength to remain at short. Advanced hitting approach, rare combination of contact and skills, strike zone judgment, and power at UCLA. He walked more than he struck out while producing middle-of-the-order offense. Premium defense, excellent first step quickness, excellent instincts, and reliable actions at short. And he's got a high baseball IQ, high floor ceiling considering the most MLB-ready guy. I could see him being a 20 – I haven't looked at his ETA yet. I could see this guy being up in 2028. Even though they got the shortstops, I could see this guy being the everyday shortstop for the Chicago White Sox. I mean, ceiling for him, franchise shortstop, 285, 300, 25 home runs, 25 to 30 home runs, strong on-base skills, gold glove caliber. I think he's an above-average all-star shortstop, batting near the top of the order, middle of the lineup while providing value. Some comparisons: Corey Seager, offensive polished and power from the shortstop position. Alex Bregman, because he's got an advanced hit tool and baseball instincts. And Troy Tulowitzki, overall profile. His ETA is 20, late 27, early 20 to 28 for sure. I think 27 is perfect for him. My number 5 was Vaughn Lackey from Georgia Tech. First division everyday catcher with all-star potential. Lackey was regarded as a top catching prospect in the 2026 class. His combines advanced offensive skills and above average athleticism and the defensive tools to remain behind the plate. I mean, if you look at his hit tool, 60, power tools, 60, 50 runs, 60, overall 60. This guy's a middle of the order bat as a junior at Georgia Tech. Lackey hit 397, 519, and 772, demonstrating excellent plate discipline, contact ability, and increasing game power. Athletic catcher, moves especially very well behind the plate, blocks the ball effectively. Strong arm, consistently limits the running game. He has enough athleticism and handle third base if he needs. Ceiling, all-star catcher, 280, 290. High on-base percentage, and above average defense. Some comparisons, Matt Wieters, similar size, arm strength, balanced offensive approach, and defensive profile. Or Will Smith, advanced offensive approach, on base skills, and impact from the catching position. ETA for him, late 27, 28 for sure, but it's a little different with catchers. Number 6 for me will be Gio Rojas from Stoneman Douglas, who I know they won whatever the highest division in Florida is, they won the state title. A high upside frontline starter, entered MLB as the top left-handed pitcher. I mean, premium left-handed arm, one of the best prep arms in the draft with velocity, could continue to increase as he matures. Some believe triple-digit velocity is possible. Athleticism, he's got clean mechanics, easy arm action, good balance to help him repeat his delivery. Advanced fastball, high spin, four-seam, plays well at the top of the strike zone. Quality breaking ball, low 80 slider is already above average pitch capability, and he's got a dominant elite competition track record, leading Team USSA U18 squad as a standout senior with a 0.58 ERA and 124 strikeouts this year in 72 innings. Best case scenario for him, frontline starter capable of leading a rotation, combining plus velocity, a wipeout slider, and above average command. Likely outcome, 2 to 3 starter. Cole Hammond, would be one comparison. Athletic left-handed delivery, commands the profile. Comparable, Jesus Luzardo, fastball and slider combination. His ETA 2029. But we'll see how quick he moves through the system. Number 7 for me would be Justin LeBron, who could have been the number 1 overall pick last year. High risk, high reward, everyday shortstop with all-star upside. I mean, strengths, he's an elite athlete, one of the best overall athletes in this game. Power combination, well, he does have a 30-plus, 20 to 25 home run potential with 30-plus stolen base and performance against velocity. Ceiling for him, dynamic all-star shortstop with 30-plus stolen bags, 270 to 280 average. Likely outcome, everyday shortstop. Comparison for him, Willie Adames or Trey Turner. ETA 2028. Maybe a 27, but I don't see that happening with them. I think 28, they're going to take it slow because of his injury history. Number 8 for me is Eric Booth. And I thought I had my notes on Eric Booth. I guess it got deleted. My bad. Dynamic everyday center fielder with all-star upside. Booth, widely regarded as the top high school outfielder. Elite speed. Booth defining tool is 6'3", 360-yard dash at the East Cobb Pro Showcase. Natural hitter. He's got his swing mechanics need to improve power production and arm strength. Best case, all-star center fielder. Likely outcome, he could be a leadoff hitter. Corbin Carroll or Pete Crow Armstrong. ETA is a 2029 for him. Number 9 for me, Camlin Fluharkey with the Detroit Tigers. This guy's a mid-rotation starter with the chance to develop into a number 2 starter. 6'6", right-handed thrower, long athletic frame with room to add strength. I mean, he's got a power fastball, mid-90s velocity, deep into outings with an excellent carry throughout the zone. Features both a true curve and a firm slider, giving him breaking ball shapes. Command, despite his long limbs, he repeats his delivery well consistently. Ceiling for him is a number 2 starter. Likely out of a durable number 3 to 4 starter. Some comparisons. Joe Ryan, similar riding fastball, strike throwing profile, and resilience on pitch shape. Or Chris Bassett, comparable size, deep, repetitive, and ability to attack hitters. Because Fluharkey's a polished college pitcher, he could move through Detroit's system relatively quickly if he remains healthy. A realistic MLB debut, 2028, 29 for sure. And F. Gosh darn it. Let's see, I had. Okay. Owen Hall, high up. Well, no, Owen Hall, who got selected from, I thought I had from UNC with the Red Sox. I thought I had more on him. I kind of messed up on that part. My bad. I really like this pick, guy. Proven track record at the college level. Really like the selection, and it pains me that he's going to the Red Sox. He's 67. I mean, fourth-year junior outfielder, 6'4", 215. I like that selection a lot. Some of my boom bust guys. I think all my guys have some boom and some bust. So I put Zion Rose, who was the biggest surprise of this draft going in the first top 10 picks. Zion Rose got drafted 6th overall by the Kansas City Royals. And he was the 30th ranked prospect. I don't know why the Royals did that, but Zion Rose, the boom ceiling, he was originally a catcher at IMG, converted to an outfielder at Louisville to maximize his dynamic athleticism. He possesses elite hand-eye coordination and an 84% overall contact rate, which allowed him to tear through ACC competition. Features a 70-grade pure run tool, which is really perfect, really unbelievable. He could be, but I think he's got a lot of room to go. So the bust, I think, is really high for Rose. I mean, Rose's swing path is flat and downhill, causing him to miss massive amount of ground balls and low line drives instead of elevating the ball. Which a guy with that speed, honestly, me being a guy, I don't want to see you elevate the ball. I want to see line drives and balls on the ground with the 70 grade speed. I mean, a lot of his contact is sliced down the right field line rather than pulled. So I think he's got a bunch of bust in there that they're going to have to work on. I think number 2 for me, I think I put everybody on my list has a little bit of both. Has some bust, has some boom. Jacob Lombard, younger brother of the Yankees, shortstop, top 5 talent. Lombard boot series 6'3" shortstop with incredibly rare blend of elite raw power and blazing speed. His frame, quick hands, and baseball IQ he could become a 30-30 guy at the major league level. But his bust, his primary hurdle is a major swing and miss risk. During his summer showcase circuit, pitchers routinely exposed him with high fastballs, leading to a concerning 39% whiff rate. If pro pitching continuously exploits his zone awareness, his hit tool might never develop enough to let his power show up. Number 3 for me would be Sawyer, strong stat out of TCU, drafted as a premium athlete who possesses 60 grade raw power and speed, can hit the ball 450 feet. The concern is his hit tool. Having struck out 43 times in 50 college games with an alarming in-the-zone miss rate. Carson Wiggins. Wiggins is a classic high-velocity wrist who commands an upper 90s fastball that regularly touches 100. However, he heavily relies on a 2-pitch mixed fastball and slider and faces severe development hurdles. If he cannot find a reliable third offering or clean up his command, he could not make it. And to wrap up my draft coverage, I'm going with the 22nd overall pick, Cade Townsend by the Cubs, has a devastating 5-pitch mix headlined by 2 60-grade breaking balls. The risk for him is a lack of a track record and health durability. He pitched fewer than 100 innings across 2 college seasons and missed critical time this past spring. Actually, I lied. I got a little more. Top 3 rated classes, White Sox. Sorry, White Sox fans. That's the team on the north side. White Sox, Cardinals, Rays. 3 picks I like from that. From the White Sox were Rock Chalowski, Landon Tome, and Joey Vochuk. I don't want to say his last name. Cardinals, Tegan Cahoons, and then the Rays, Grady Emerson, who could have been the number 1 over pick, Taj Machanik, and Kyle Johnson. Going into my MLB power rankings as we move into the second half, starting off, kicking back up tomorrow. Dodgers, Brewers. Dodgers at 1, Brewers at 2, Rays at 3, Phillies at 4, Cubs at 5. With the Marlins, who were super hot, ended the first half very rough, but still right there. Yankees, Braves, White Sox, Cardinals, all outside looking in. Dodgers running away with the AL West right now, as they are 11 games up on the second place Arizona Diamondbacks. 5-5 in the last 10. Did get swept by the Diamondbacks, but I don't think that matters. They could sleep their way to this division title. Brewers right now 59-37, 5 games up on the Cubs, 5-5, but they're fine with there. Rays best team in the AL. They are 5-5, 56-38. That's going to be, right now 4 games in the loss column on the Yankees. Phillies, who ever since making that move to the manager, firing Rob Thompson and going to Donnie Baseball, 54-43, 5-5 in the last game, but two-game win streak. Run differential was extraordinarily bad with Thompson. Now it's at a -10. Really think that's going to be a very interesting division that I'm keeping my eye on. And then the Cubs, who are 5 games back, but 6-4 in the last 10, 54-42 will be interesting. What they do at the trade deadline. Marlins will be interesting. I will definitely get into that at the trade deadline because they got really hot in June and in the month of July before this last series. Yankees, we'll see what happens when everybody comes back. Can the Braves hold on? The White Sox are the surprise upstart that we're all excited to watch, and maybe the Cardinals can sneak a wild card spot. As right now they are Cardinals are right on the outside looking in, tied with just played less games than the Marlins, but really excited to see the second half. I think the AL East is going to be very exciting. AL Central right now very exciting with the White Sox 1 game up. The AL West looking like dog crap, but not very strong. But it'll be interesting. We'll see if the Braves can hold off the Phillies and the upstart Marlins. I think see what the Brewers do, and we can I think the Dodgers are running away with the AL West. I think they can fall asleep for 2 weeks and still be fine. Little preview for what to come next week will just be the normal. I'll be here the week after on the July 29th, 7:30 start time. Going to be doing a trade deadline episode. Going to be joined by Alex from East 10th Street Boys, Josh Wingate from the NFL draft coverage here on FTSN, Alex from FTSN, and then Finn Sammy from Finn's TV, and also doing some stuff also here on FTSN. They'll be joining me for that draft for the trade deadline coverage, which will be very exciting because they're all NL East guys. Sammy being a Braves fan, Alex being a Marlins fan, and Josh Wingate being a Phillies fan. So that'll be great to get a little preview as the trade deadline is less than 3 weeks away. It's coming up, so that'll be exciting. So definitely tune into that. For that one will be a great episode. But I want to thank everybody who tuned in tonight for a little bit of second half preview, see what goes on, and some draft coverage. Want to thank Bobby, my man Bobby Finstock, for putting up this the beautiful screen he did. I really like the layout. It's looking really good. I appreciate the work he does in the back for me and all the creative stuff with the computer I'm not very good at. He does. So I want to, always give him the shout out for that. And FTSN always, even though they know they don't like me on the football side, but, always, giving me the opportunity to come here and talk some. You get to listen to this dope over here talk some baseball for 30 minutes to an hour a day. But I want to thank everybody who tuned in for another episode of On Deck. I'm Russ Morgan here on FTSN. You have a great night.